I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Now, today we're reading from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 8. Let's focus on verses 17 and 18. He asked me, "Human being, have you seen this? Does the house of Judah consider it a casual matter that they commit the disgusting practices they are committing here, thus filling the land with violence, provoking me still more? Look, they are even putting the branch to their nose. Therefore, I will act in fury. My eyes will not spare. I will have no pity. Even if they cry loudly right in my ears, I will not listen to them." Now you show me a man who sees his wife in the arms of another man and he doesn't get jealous, and I'll show you a man that doesn't love his wife. God has found his wife, the Jewish people, in the arms of foreign gods. And he is extremely jealous. Why? Because he loves his people. God asks Ezekiel, "Does the house of Judah consider it a casual matter?" You see, with God, there is no such thing as casual sex. There is no such thing as an open marriage, so to speak. But to many in Israel, it seemed trivial. It's no big deal to go after foreign gods. I mean, we still love God. He's still our main guy. No big deal to us. And in our generation, the idea of biblical idols and deities, it just seems so strange, right? But what if we substitute ancient idols with a sports mascot, right? A national flag? What about an automobile insignia? Oh, there's idols in our generation. On their own, these things may mean nothing, but collectively, they represent a set of beliefs about life itself. And yes, we also ascribe power and honor to inanimate objects, power and honor which belong solely to God. We are not far removed from Ezekiel's vision, so we should listen to it closely. Consider Darwinian evolution and how it is worshiped in most classrooms as the origin of all that exists. It is in essence worship of nature's powers. Evolution differs very little from what the women wailed about beside the north gate of the temple in Jerusalem. Have you checked your horoscope lately? You see, astrology is nothing short of worship of the supposed powers of the stars, and of course, secular humanism is the worship of the accomplishments of contemporary man. Whatever the idol, God finds it detestable. Idols are a stench in his nose. And consequently, the Lord promises swift punishment though God's people may cry out in prayer under their penalty, God declares that he will not listen to them. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 18, God says this, "Therefore I will act in fury. My eye will not spare. I will have no pity. Even if they cry out loudly right in my ears, I will not listen to them." God has been provoked to anger, his jealousy aroused. He is compassionate and gracious and slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, and yet God does not leave the guilty unpunished. God's anger is not a fit of irrational temper, and his judgment is not ruthless and mechanical. No, his anger and his judgment are real, and they are righteous. And to prove it, there comes the point where he just says, enough. There will come a day when God's patience will run out with this world. And the sad fact is that while salvation comes exclusively through Jesus, and it's offered to anyone who would accept it, most people will refuse to repent and receive it. They don't want to believe. Listen to Ezekiel today. Humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, that he might lift you up and spare you from that terrible day. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Now, Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like you. And yes, we do need your monthly support. There's so much more that we could be doing, but we don't do things that we don't have the finances to pay for. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website, groundworksministries.com. You know, another way to help is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries. You can share these podcasts with friends and family. Share them on your social media, please. And of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.